Dean Graziosi is a self-help guru, and his latest live event, New World Blueprint, is intended to help make 2024 your best year yet. Dean will give us 10 New World habits for success in 2024. But first, I'm going to show you a bit of his Q&A with Matthew McConaughey. And then the final segment of this video is a surprise, so stick around. Matthew McConaughey was recently on Dean's Inner Circle, and I think it leads into Dean's live event very well. Timestamps are in the description. Let's start watching the Q&A.
Who was a part of McConaughey's Art of Livin event? Raise your hand if you're a part of the Art of Livin. About half the people here.
Last summer, I made a video on Matt's Art of Livin live event, and it was very funny. You should watch it after this. Link in description.
Damn. We got with McConaughey, we talked him into, no, we didn't talk.
I've noticed that Dean does not commit to his jokes. That would have been funny, but also true, since they clearly offer Matt a lot of money to do these things.
Please give it up for Mr. Matthew McConaughey.
I just last night teaching the kids something.
This is called a bongo, and you can put your weed in there.
Oh, and you can put your weed in there.
I'm learning that now. I've now got 2 teenagers. I always thought, gotta be a parent first and a friend later. But I just got sort of turned on to this new phase. It's a bridge between going from parent to friend, which is I can be a big brother to them in certain ways. And that's different than being a friend or the father.
Okay, I'm shocked, but Matt's got an interesting idea here. That's kind of a middle ground and could be effective. All right, there's a bit too much discussion on fatherhood, so let's just skip to the next topic.
How do you embrace new challenges?
A few weeks ago, I went away to the desert and went to go work on what I'm working on for the next book for 3 weeks, unplugged. Well, I had to do a lot of pre-production to get ready to go unplug.
Of course you did. You're a celebrity. I'm not saying that's not an interesting topic, but I am saying that Matt didn't say very many interesting things about the topic.
I was so nervous about re-entering. What did I miss? I was like, I didn't miss near as much as I thought. When you're going into resolution, we think, oh, what am I going to have to sacrifice if I take this new risk? We usually are going to have to sacrifice less than we think we will.
Oh, now that's amazing for people with anxiety to hear. You get so caught up and anxious before doing something, but then once you do it, it's really not as bad as you thought it was going to be. You build things up in your head.
Do you ever do any kind of risk analysis? I'm taking notes. I love this. Write that down.
Usually with big decisions, I give myself 2 weeks.
That's interesting. It seems a bit too long, but maybe I'm wrong.
They know the game now that we're playing. We're playing a game.
Peekaboo. Gotta say, Matt's speaking a lot more clearly during this Q&A. It's clearly not scripted word for word being read from a teleprompter.
When my children move out of the house, which and that's going to happen.
What would you do if it didn't happen? It's really fascinating to hear him not sound crazy. Like in my other Matt video, link in description.
I'll go on to my next question here, and it's a simple one. Is the fear of not knowing. That's not the whole thing, but it's a variable.
Or I just gave 90%. I was afraid to go all the way, even if it meant failing or making a fool of myself. The failure feels worse than the success feels good.
They just kind of moved on quickly with little setup. And that's fine, this is a Q&A, but I think it's the whole thing when it comes to anxiety. Also, this is my favorite serious quote. Pause if you want to read.
How many of us have that thing we know we've been dying to do? Put it in the chat if there's that thing you've been dying to do, but there's something that holds you back. Timing, age, a story, right?
You get over embarrassment of failing or going too far, making a fool of yourself a lot quicker, I think, than we can get over the regret of not knowing.
That's very true. I'm actually mad that Matt's being calm and insightful during this Q&A. He was so bonkers last time.
I step in a pile of shit.
I wrote down the word addicting. Tell me it's not addicting when you could just give someone a little bit of a shortcut because of your life experience. Have you ever gone back and looked a decade ago? I know you have, I'm sure. And though you're embarrassed with some of the stuff you were thinking, at least I am.
Oh, wow, a self-aware moment from Dean. I watched the rest from Matt, and it's just helpful stuff that I already know without any funny stories. So like I said, I'm gonna combine 3 videos that I was gonna make. Moving on to Dean's live event, since he's been less than helpful during this Q&A. I guess I now want to sit through more of him. Oh, this live event is unlisted on YouTube. I wonder if he's seen my videos on Matthew McConaughey or Tony Robbins. So let's start Dean's live event.
It's most likely going to be Rocky. Let's rock and roll right through it.
What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up?
Whenever I look up, I either see the ceiling, the sky, or your mom's face.
Hello, 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 hello.
Quit repeating yourself.
I don't take it lightly that you're here on a Saturday. And I gotta tell you a little secret. Some of the things I'm gonna share today, you may have heard before. And New Year's resolutions simply do not work. If I just said, let's set goals right now, what is your goal? I promise you, I'm doing you a disservice. You can do that on your own. Sit down for the next 10 minutes, write down a goal, and by February, you'll forget it. This is my 11th year. I used to do it on January 1st, but then I know some of you are a little hungover, so we just mixed it. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, that was really funny, and then you ruined it by not committing to the joke.
Who can agree that we've wasted 3 hours on Netflix before, or surfing online?
Obviously. Is this the level of insight you'll be providing throughout this live event? Let's just skip to the first of his 10 things.
All right, you guys ready? What I've done is try to boil them down into 10 bite-size principles. Also, this is going to lead us into setting our goals. I'm not talking about goals, and New Year's resolutions simply do not work. In no particular order. Number 1, it's time to audit your inner circle.
Okay, this isn't a bad one. I know people can be blinded to the faults of other people, but is he going to provide tips or just describe vague things?
We are the sum total of the 5 people we hang around. I'm not going to say throw these people out of your life. Find different conversations.
Then I think if it's still not working, that's when you throw them out, like he was saying.
Remember that our subconscious, God, I lost that word for a minute. You're on a rocket ship and they're ready to stay on the donkey.
This is as stupid and funny as Matt during the Art of Livin live event.
Excuse my language on a Saturday. Don't let them go because you're dimming your glow. Look at me rhyming on a Saturday. Number 2, solve bigger problems.
I'll admit, I had some hope, but this is so vague. What bigger problems? How do you identify them? If it were me, I'd probably phrase it differently.
And I literally, when I first wrote this out, I had about 111. Not about. At 111, I narrowed it down to 10. It was brutal.
Brutal.
Make a course called 111 Things to Make One Great New Year. I dare you.
Number 3, it's on me.
Again, what does he mean? Dude, let me grab the check. No, dude, I invited you. It's on me. There's a spider! It's on me! Oh, it's on me!
I geeked out about 2 years ago on Genghis Khan. Want to hear something crazy? He killed so many people and burned their bodies, so many bodies, that smoke went in the air, covered the sun, and the Earth's temperature went up by 2 degrees.
Look, I'm not going to discuss this for long, or discuss if it's real or not. I'm just going to point out that if that situation happened, the temperature would go down, not up.
Number 4, who is steering your ship?
You know what? You know what? Both numbers 3 and 4 seemingly indicate not to listen to you, Dean. If it's on me and I should steer my ship, then why listen to you? Also, this is yet another easy target anyway. So next.
Number 5, I will meet this day with love.
I'm all for positivity, but that is way too simple. It's try and stay positive. Next.
Number 6, be bold. Number 7, this is a simple one. Focus on the fix.
How does this not mean number 2? I'm talking about his number 2, not his shit.
Why did Facebook change their algorithm, or why aren't people liking my video?
I think Dean's accidentally projecting here.
Number 8, look for the little shifts.
Dude, this is just critical thinking. He makes things sound more complicated than they really are. Next.
Number 9, I will persist until I succeed.
I will persist until I succeed. Mr. Fancy Man, couldn't you have just said never give up instead? Well, I do here. Simplicity often yields better results, indicating that having less can actually offer more value. Less is more? Consistent repetition improves skills, showing that excellence comes with ongoing practice. Practice makes perfect?
Number 10, who versus how.
And that's yet another number that's essentially the same as a previous number. You know what? That was a waste of time. Matt is able to bring some energy. Tony is way more concise in what he says. Dean is just boring. He never shows visuals or moves around. He just talks for hours standing still. He thinks that's gonna help you find happiness.
I'm gonna encourage you to look through the lens of a little more optimism today. I think it's one of the pure things that equate to joy in life. You fall more in love with yourself. Make you feel amazing. Will you look through a lens of a little more optimism? Put your shoulders back. Maybe smile more than you have in the last 6 months.
You know what? I'm gonna try 10 unconventional ways to happiness and see if it's more effective. I got these from ChatGPT. I wanted something impartial. And yes, this portion is a vlog. Let's start the segment, then we'll come back here for a wrap-up. Again, timestamps in description. Okay, so just to be clear, I'm going to be doing 10 unconventional ways to happiness, and the first one is coloring books. So in order to accomplish that, I know that my brother does a lot of coloring books on his iPad, so I'm going to have him send me that app, and I'm going to try it. I'm thinking I'll color a whole page and do a time-lapse. Overall, coloring books was alright. It kind of calmed me down a little bit, but I wouldn't say that I feel that much happier after doing it. So on to the second thing, which is inversion therapy. Okay, I had to put a stop to that right away. Trying to lean against the wall upside down is way harder than I thought it was gonna be. Now to move on to cloud watching. For context, I live in a bit of an unconventional living situation. It's an entire 3-floor building that's one house. I'm gonna go out on the roof and it's gonna seem like I'm on the roof of a building, but that's just the house. Cloud watching. Dude, it's all clouds. The whole thing is clouds. I will admit though, it's still nice to look at. It's pretty calming. This whole sky is clouds, dude. All right, the next one is hug a tree. I'm gonna go outside and find a tree. Here's a tree. I feel stupid doing this. Has it been 30 seconds? Let's have one more car drive by and then that's it. Yep, I'm hugging a tree. I'm not even gonna make eye contact. I'm looking at my camera. All right, that's another car. I would say hugging a tree is a good one to do. Because for as stupid as I probably looked, I felt kind of nice hugging that tree. I don't know why. Like, I felt like that tree was my homie. All right, guys, this is my friend Jack. I've connected with him via FaceTime. It also said to compliment a friend. I think that not only are you hysterical, that's the word that I would use, with that compliment. There's another thing on this list of unconventional ways to happiness called laughter yoga. And I figure...
Well, that's very sweet. If I cared about your opinions.
I feel like because he's hysterical, he could just make us both laugh, hopefully. And that's better than laughter yoga's specific techniques that I don't want to do.
I was going to pretend I didn't know who you were, and then I remembered that you called me hysterical on a survey where I needed people to describe me, and someone else wrote bipolar as one of the options. If the glove fits. Do you realize that man put a glove that wouldn't fit fully on his hand because he would spread his hand out?
I've seen the video. It's like...
Live television.
That was live television? That wasn't like recorded and put out?
The whole trial was streamed live.
Oh my god. Because I work at the TV station? What would my reaction be if I was doing that live and he put the glove on?
I don't find you funny.
Oh shit.
You look like Santa Claus if he gave up on life. Oh no.
Oh, that's really funny. The hairline.
This was not productive.
All right, I'm gonna do the next 3 rapid fire. Next up is visualize your happy place. Several beautiful women serving me Mountain Dew. Put on your feel-good songs. Okay, so I actually have a playlist called Happy. I try to reserve it for songs that exclusively have made me feel happy when I listen to them. Actually, that playlist only has this song, so I'll play that. Yes. Zombieland double tap. Then I'm gonna do a blindfolded taste test. I'm gonna wrap my shirt around my eyes and try some stuff that I've laid out. Fridge lighting on a tripod. All right, my head's too big, so I'm just gonna have to hold it. You know, maybe it's a little stronger with the blindfold, but I don't think it's anything crazy noticeable, and I also don't think it's anything that really made me super happy. But here's what I'll tell you. The overall experience of all this has definitely been a happy one, enjoyable. I think it was an overall beneficial experience and made my day better, and I got to talk to Jack. This is a good segment, so let's just go straight into the outro. That was fun. Let's wrap things up. We learned that Matthew McConaughey is a cool guy when he's being himself. We learned nothing about Dean Graziosi. Then we had an enjoyable vlog moment. I thought it was enjoyable. I actually used to vlog a lot. In fact, I posted 1,031 days in a row without fail. That's true. Anyway, that's the end. I hope you enjoyed this covering multiple topics. Please tell me if you didn't. Check out my other commentary videos, link in description. Thanks for watching.
And I see a lot of new faces. Well, thanks for spending time with me on a Saturday. Some of you could be here for the first time saying, who is this guy? Why the hell should I listen to him? Thank you. I promise to over-deliver today. I'm hell-bent. My 3.5-year-old son's first soccer game is today. I hate missing those. And it's happening right now. I'm here with you. So believe me, at this phase of my life, there's nothing more important than my wife and my children and my businesses, and I'm here with you and I love him. And when he's older and I explain to him, he'll be glad that I'm here with you. So I just want to tell you, I'm all in today.